And good afternoon, everyone, from Ernie Anderson Courts. I'm LB All here at Augsburg University. Welcome to the best in Division III sports as we continue this marathon we call the 38th Annual Augsburg Volleyball Invitational. This is the 15th and final match in 2 days of competition. Some very good competition. Auggies with some thrilling wins, and they had a breezer earlier today. And they will take on the University of Dubuque. The Spartans coming out of the American Rivers Conference here in just a bit. This is Auggie Game Day from Auggie Game Central. I'm Tom Wirchin riding shotgun in our final match today. It's Jason Doro. Alex Westad helped us out on the first match and got himself a 1 hour gig. The Auggies defeated UMass Boston in exactly 60 minutes. This broadcast a presentation of Augsburg University in cooperation with my company, TJ Broadcast Services, TJSportsOnline.net. Brought to you by Twin City Orthopedics, Adidas, Big Athletics, Devoni's Pizza, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Jimmy Jazz, 360 Wow Incorporated, Memory Lanes, the Corner Bar, and Courtyard Marriott. And so the stage is set. August trying to make it 7 in a row. They're now 6-1, taking on the University of Dubuque. And with that, I bring in my broadcast partner. His voice should be very familiar. Doing Auggie basketball last year with Charlie Beatty. And Jason, tell us a little bit about these two teams.
Thanks, Tom. As you said, the Auggies are looking for their 7th victory in a row after losing their season opener against Cal Lutheran in straight sets. They've taken 6 in a row. They went 3 of 4, of course, on the road trip out to the Los Angeles area last weekend, and they've taken 3 straight to start off the Auggie Invitational, including wins against Wisconsin Whitewater, Wisconsin Eau Claire, and then UMass Boston. They did give up a pair of sets in both of the first 2 of those matches, but in the end they came out with victories. They're going to get another test here in the final match of the Invitational from Dubuque, a team that went 24-9 last year, won the American Rivers Conference tournament, made the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1998. After finishing 2nd in regular season conference play in the American Rivers. And it's a program that doesn't have a whole lot of history, at least in the volleyball department. From 2007 to 2016, they finished below 500 each and every year, but in 2017, they vaulted up to 28-7, had a phenomenal year last year, and here they are ready to give the Auggies a challenge to finish out the invite.
American Rivers Conference made up of Iowa schools except for Nebraska Wesleyan. But again, when you think of Cole College, you think of Luther, Buena Vista, a lot of the good teams down in Iowa, more known for football than they are for volleyball. But that is our matchup here, and everything is concluded. St. Thomas just got their best test of the weekend, and they ran the record to 8-0, beating UW Whitewater by a score of 3-1, and Whitewater finishing the tournament at 3-1, and UW Eau Claire playing just 3 matches, going 2-1. This is your Auggie pregame show. You can listen and watch more than 130 live Augsburg sporting events online by going to our website at athletics.augsburg.edu. We have live webcasts in 11 different sports during the school year. Our Game Central portal features live webcasts along with live statistics of home events. You'll also be able to watch and listen to archived events on demand. Go online to athletics.augsburg.edu and click on the Fan Zone link. Click the Auggie Live link on game days. And, of course, we can't go any farther without thanking the Silver Fox, Tom Wirchin upstairs, producing and engineering our broadcast here this afternoon. Auggie Game Day continues here on this Saturday afternoon, second day of the annual Volleyball Invitational. And my special player guest here on our pregame show, a young lady that I missed last year in my series of interviews with all the new freshmen, and she hails from St. Louis Park, Kim Lindgren. And we're going to talk a little bit about the first few years on this planet. And Kim, first tell us a little bit about family back home.
So family back home, I have my mom and dad. My mom's name is JD, dad's name is Daniel. I have 2 sisters, one older, she's 28, one younger, she's 17.
Are there other athletes in the family?
My older sister played volleyball in high school. She didn't play in college. My younger sister used to play volleyball too, but she figured that theater was more her thing.
What about you? Any other sports while you were growing up?
Yeah. I played lacrosse and hockey for a little bit, and then going on to high school, I was in track for 3 years.
And how did you end up coming here to Augsburg?
I was actually playing club volleyball at Crossfire, and one of my assistant coaches at my first year there was Tia, and she was the one that recruited me and asked me to come on a visit, and that's how I got introduced to Augsburg.
Did you play a lot of club volleyball over the summers?
Yes, I was in club volleyball playing competitively at M1 my freshman and sophomore year, and then my junior and senior year I was at Crossfire.
And again, coming here to Augsburg, easy transition?
Yeah, I don't live very far away, so it kind of just feels like home here.
The difference between high school and Division III volleyball, was it a big step for you?
Yes and no. No, because in club volleyball in high school I played a lot of really talented players, but the pace of the game here at Augsburg is overall just a lot faster. So it was a little bit of adjustment freshman year, but pretty caught up now.
Freshman year, a lot of wide eyes there. You're getting the whole know a whole set of teammates. Now you got about half a dozen more to learn this year. How has the camaraderie and chemistry developed over the last couple of years for you?
I think it's been really well. Coming in as a freshman, it was a little nerve-wracking, but all the girls made it really easy to adjust. And the freshmen coming in now, I was able to get to know them pretty well, like over the summer before season even started. So that's just really important for building team chemistry, and we all get along really well.
All right, this interview being conducted before a match with Eau Claire, but what a match earlier today against Whitewater.
Yeah, it was awesome. They're a very good team, and we've been playing some really good competition and beating them, so I'm excited for the rest of the season.
You played pretty good competition last week out on the West Coast, and we came out of there 3-1.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so we came out 3-1. We lost our first game and then went on to win the last 3 games. We ended up being the number 5 ranked team in the nation, the Claremont Mudscripts, and that was huge for us.
Talk about this team. It's in transition a little bit. Morgan graduated, but Izzy and Lexi have stepped in, and we haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, Izzy and Lexi are amazing setters. You know, Lexi is super athletic, super talented, a really aggressive attacker, and Izzy's just got the most beautiful hands I've ever seen. So they're awesome.
And then Jade stepped into the middle along with Karina, and the middles have been awesome.
Yep. Karina is just a stud all around. She does a really good job with her consistency, and Jade Fullerton has definitely stepped up this year, and she's just killing it. She's doing a great job.
Well, Macy is gone, but fortunately she's on our coaching bench. But what about in that back row defense and Jalen and so on?
Yeah, Jalen is doing a great job. I think Jalen has also really stepped up. You know, it's awesome having Macy on the coaching team with us and just teaching us how she plays her defense, and we were able to learn a lot from her, and Jalen's doing a great job. She's a very consistent player.
Well, final topic, Kim, academics. You come here to Augsburg. Is there a degree or course of study you're going to pursue over the next few years?
Yeah, so I just recently switched my major to graphic design, and that's what I'm hoping to stick with. I really just like working and being creative with just outlets. I like doing creative things for people, so I think that'll be good for me.
Well, Kim, thanks for visiting with us, and I wish you the very best of luck in your Augie career.
Thank you so much.
That is Kim Lindgren out of St. Louis Park, the Orioles, our special guest on our Augie pregame show. Twin City Orthopedics proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCO is an all-inclusive orthopedic, sports medicine, and wellness provider offering world-class services, state-of-the-art facilities. Visit them at tcomn.com. And volleyball so far this season, Augsburg off to that 6-1 start. Bethel's only lost one so far. Now, these aren't quite updated yet, but Hamlin, good preseason. They're got 5 wins, just 1 loss. St. Ben's is 6-1. St. Thomas leading the pack. They are now 8-0. And St. Olaf, I believe, is 7-1. St. Kate's is off to a 5-1 start as well. And I think that bodes well. Jason, you've got the Wildcats this season. Going to be a very competitive MIAC volleyball race.
Yeah, and St. Kate's showed some promise in our first look at them earlier this week. Augsburg, of course, was picked to finish 4th in the MIAC. And after seeing Gustavus start off this year just above 500 at 4-3, perhaps someone else could step up and claim the crown atop the conference.
And this being a busy Saturday, including volleyball, the golf teams are both out of town, playing this afternoon. Here's the football scoreboard, opening weekend of the season. And Bethel defeated Simpson College 42-10. Carlton over McAllister 41-0. Gustavus beating Martin Luther 43-12. And it was St. Olaf putting up 45 on Crown. And in the fourth quarter, La Crosse and Concordia are 14-14. I think they're going into overtime. St. John's had a tough battle with Stout. St. John's came from behind, won 14-7. The Auggies up 12-7 at the half, put 24 points up on the board in the second half, held on to beat Ripon College 36-26. They'll be back home, the home opener tomorrow or next weekend against Concordia, Wisconsin. And St. Thomas 69-3 over Trinity International. Tommy's had 49 points at halftime. And unfortunately, that's probably going to be the scenario for much of the season. We're ready to go, and with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jason to carry you through the match. And Jason, your challenge is to beat that time frame that Alex got one done in an hour.
That's a tough task, especially when you have two teams that are intending on playing more than 3 sets tonight, or at least expecting to get a test from the team across the net. We'll be sure to break out the oxygen tank for you after this marathon over the course of the weekend.
Yeah, 4 matches in 30 hours.
I'm lucky. I got the fresh legs coming into this. So Auggies and Spartans. Augsburg 3-0 this weekend. Dubuque 1-2. They were perfect before making the trip up here to Minneapolis. Came in at 5-0. Made the 250-mile drive northwest from the town of Dubuque, sitting along the Iowa and Illinois border.
Is that the Quad Cities? Or Dubuque north of that?
Technically, I don't know if Dubuque counts as one of the Quad Cities, but okay. it is in the area for sure, because they lie right on the border there. Out of the American Rivers Conference, as Tom mentioned earlier, features all teams from Iowa except for Nebraska Wesleyan.
Auggie starting lineup, Karina Evans, our junior co-captain out of Blaine. Here's Izzy Barr, our player of the match earlier out of River Falls. Jade Boyson, sophomore out of Rochester Mail. Kayla Jurdy, our player of the match against the UW Eau Claire. She's out of Stillwater. Jalen Rios at the libero spot. She's out of Patina Grace High School. And is that Maddie over there? Maddie Nierengarten? Yep, Maddie out of Princeton High School.
And Kayla Jurdy had a tremendous match in that victory against Eau Claire. 16 kills, and she hit 286, helping the Auggies to a win against another ranked foe. They've already amassed 3 wins against teams ranked in the top 15, including Claremont Mud Scripps, Wisconsin Whitewater, and Eau Claire. And it comes right to us to start off the match. Jalen Rios diving for it.
Almost ending it up in my lap. So 1-0 for the Spartans.
As Kaylin Murray serves for Dubuque. And that attack can't quite nip the corner from Maddie Nierengarten on the far side. Murray beats it into the deck a couple of times and serves down the far sideline. Barr will lob it outside, this time for Evans. Dug out in the back row by Dubuque. A swing on the near side, straight into the net. Kara Wright misfires, and Augsburg has their first point.
Attack here for the University of Dubuque. Auggies will be back. Well, they'll see them next weekend. Loras, Dubuque, and La Crosse are their opponents next weekend.
Nierengarten serves. Set on the far side. Blocked up front by Evans. The junior middle gets up and rejects that attack.
That's been the story, I think, of the defense this weekend. Our blocking game has just been outstanding. We had 17 blocks, I believe, against Eau Claire. I think 13 against the Whitehawks.
And Evans leads the way in the department. 1.2 blocks per set. That one's into the block as well. Some help for Evans this time from Jade Boyson.
And the Auggies, our first lead change. Now 3-2 Auggies.
Boyson and Evans both standing 5'10" down the middle for Augsburg. Quick set up the middle, stuffed at the net by Evans. She swings right away. And now a whistle against Dubuque, a double contact. It's 4-2.
Auggies wearing the maroon. Wore the whites this morning, maroon with the white numerals and trim. And the Spartans with the blue and white color scheme.
Busy weekend for whoever's doing laundry, too. You need fresh unis as Augsburg gets an ace. Nierengarten catching the line in the back corner. Her 8th ace of the season. And the junior from Foley continues to serve. A big run for Augsburg early in the opening set. Off the block and down again. Evans and Boyson are a brick wall to start this one off.
6-2 for the Auggies. 6-1 on the season.
Nierengarten down the middle. Set near side. Got a piece of the block. Augsburg coming the other way with Boyson going cross court. And it's a kill for the sophomore from Rochester. 7 straight for the Auggies.
And for Jay, that's their first kill. In fact, that for the Auggies, that is their first kill overall. We've got 7 points, but a lot of those, well, we had an ace, and then a lot of attack errors charged to Dubuque.
Nierengarten to the near side this time. Back set on the slide. That one weaves through the Augie block. Riley Andressen gets the kill and finally stems the Augsburg run.
Taking a look at their roster, see if we have any Minnesota players. UMass Boston had one young lady out of Highland Park High School, but don't see any Minnesotans on the roster.
Evans got a piece of the block. It hangs right over the top of the net and falls on the Dubuque side for an Augie point. And you wouldn't expect that UMass Boston would have many Minnesotans, but you'd think Dubuque might have 1 or 2, but
yeah.
It's mostly Iowans and
A couple from Wisconsin.
a bunch of players from Illinois too. Evans serves.
Jade Fullerton is up front.
And that's set.
Bad pass,
too
and
tight.
Kayla Jordy couldn't handle it.
8-4. Auggies doubling up the Spartans early in our first set.
Augie's first service here of the night.
Barr lobs it out to the outside for Jordy, who tools it off the block.
Kayla with the kill. She was in double fingers earlier today. In fact, has taken over the team lead and kills now with 75. And Corinna has 69.
Almost 3 kills per set for Kayla Jordy. Overdig on the serve reception. Jordy firing off the far side, and it's dropped to the deck. Shauna McAleer, I think, had her mitts on that one.
Megan Quam, senior co-captain on the floor. She's out of Kenyon, Wanamingo. Lexi Lang now in at the center spot. Placing Izzy Barr. There's Lexi.
Lang with the set. Looking for the corner is Jordy, and she barely misses.
6 serving 9 here in the first set. Best 3 out of 5. Get the 25 win by a couple.
Rios with the serve reception. That one's nailed off the block and then finds the court. Jade Fullerton laying the blow on that attack.
Picking up her 43rd kill of the season. And a lady out of Mounds View. And the Auggies will be serving. That means that Jordy will come out. Cookie Shonia, sophomore out of St. Paul Johnson, now serving for the Auggies at 10-6.
Shonia tees it up. Strasser with the reception. Dumped over by Dubuque. That was Megan Quam tossing it across for Augsburg. A deflection at the net. Lang hustles over. Another chance for the Auggies. Here comes Quam with the left-handed swing. One of the longest rallies we've seen in this first set. Shongya digs it. And then the hammer down the pipe. Jade Fullerton with another kill.
Nice hit by Lexi Fullerton. Got it right at the peak. and hammered it straight down.
Shangya with the line drive serve. Bump set to the near side. Over the block, over dig. A chance for Dubuque, but they mishandle it. Hit right back across by Lang. And that was a rifle, well handled by Lang. Bump set on the far side. Again for Nierengarten. That near side attack is into the block. Fullerton and Quam.
Auggies with the third block of the match and open up a 6-point lead, their biggest of the match. Now 12-6, set number 1.
They led by 7-2 after stringing together a 7-0 run earlier. And that set was well outside the antenna.
And Cookie's going to get credit, a non-returnable ball. Cookie Shoney will pick up the ace for the Auggies. And for the Auggies, ace number 1.
The junior defensive specialist serves again. Slide attack tip. And Cookie sends a free ball over. Outside attack, another over dig coming. Tip back across by Quam. Miscommunication by the Spartans, and they look out of sorts here.
Scoreboard shows 13-6, but I thought I had 14-6.
I agree. There it is.
There it is. Now the scoreboard got caught up. Just like a little quiz, and AJ, April Johnson over there on the scoreboard on the far side. The rest of our crew along press row here. Kelly Anderson-Deers, assistant SID, helped out by Ashley Holmes. Off the hockey team coaching staff, Mackenzie Molnar, helping out in the stats as well. I mentioned Tom Ritchie upstairs. Don Stoner is heading upstairs, getting things set up for the next broadcast on this busy day. At 7 o'clock tonight, the hockey team, the soccer team, 2-0-1 in the season. The men's soccer team will host UW Superior, the Yellow Jackets. And 6:50 will be our broadcast time. That'll be on, now we're on Channel 2 here this afternoon, so that game will be on Channel 1. For those of you who are watching this marathon 2 days of broadcasting here on Augie Game Day, Augie Game Central.
You have to break out 2 computers now, I think.
Yep.
So you can catch both. Unless we can beat that hour mark that you've been requesting. Cookie Shangya keeps serving with the Auggies up 14-6.
That's it.
Make it 15. No matter who rotates into that middle spot for Augsburg, they've been solid. Fullerton had the Spartans flustered there. That one's down the line. Got a piece of Lang. Yep.
It'll be 7 serving 14. Shonia will come out, and Kayla Judy will come back in. Fullerton, Quam, and Fullerton up front. Judy, Rios, and Nierengarten in the back row for the Auggies.
Hannah Hornsfield in for Dubuque, and she'll be serving. Sophomore defensive specialist. We sit at 15-7. Lang, far set to the far side. Nierengarten was able to punch it back over. Lang sets again, this time the middle, and Fullerton goes cross court to the corner.
Jade has her third.
Evans back into the game.
He's already with 7 kills here in the match.
And Evans takes care of the overpass. Easy work that time for the junior. Karina coming off a season in which she made the All-MIAC first team, 4th in the conference in hitting percentage at .311, and led the Auggies in kills and points while notching the second best mark in blocks. Lang punches that one up. Auggies out of system, free ball for Dubuque. They have to send one right back over though. Lang up the middle for Evans. Crushes it off the block. Rios with the dig at the net. Lang tip over to Evans. Another chance for Dubuque, and they punched it up.
That call for a carry.
Yep.
Auggies lead is now 11 here in the first set, 18-7. Auggies and Luther counted down in Decorah on Thursday night before they take their third road trip of the season. Oh, an ace serve. Jalen Rios nailed that near corner.
Sniping the back line. 6 aces for Rios on the season now. Senior out of Champlin. That time down the far side. Another free ball opportunity for Augsburg. Quam right down into the middle.
And Q has their first kill, and we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different players have scored for the Auggies.
Rios rolling here in the opening set. Pushed over, Lang sets it. Outside for Nierengarten. Everything is going Augsburg's way here.
And it makes 7 different players with kills for the Auggies and a 21-7 lead. You know, what has been impressive in this first set here, Jason, is serve receive, defense, getting the ball up front. They've been just excellent. Hitting .364.
Lang passes for Evans, rolled into the middle. Dubuque didn't know what to do with that, and that's another lift. And you're right, Tom. We've seen a lot of at least 2 or 3 point passes where Lang and Izzy Barr have had the entire floor to play with. One of the cleaner series here for Dubuque as Kara Wright attacks on the near side. Here comes Megan Quam again. Cross court, another kill.
And Q has a couple kills, and here a double set point, 23-7.
Megan was 3rd on the team in kills, points, and blocks last year.
She and M. Erie are our senior captains. Karina's our junior captain.
Strasser stepped up to handle that serve reception. Lang laying her body on the line to save it. Tapped over by Wright. Evans swings. Good job by Strasser with another dig. That one's off the block. Almost an overpass as Lang pushes it over. Strasser bumps it up. Wright sends the free ball to Augsburg. Lang at the net. And that's 4 touches.
New on the floor for the Auggies, one of our first-year players, Madeline Earp, 6-foot middle blocker from New York Mills High School. Now on the floor for the Auggies. We got 5 freshmen this year.
Lang to Earp, and Earp goes into the net. Sometimes it takes weeks and weeks of practice to develop that rapport with your setter. Free ball for Dubuque. Excellent placement from Riley Anderson. A small run here for the Spartans. But especially when new players come in, Tom, you don't always see them being at the very right spot or in perfect coordination with their setter right off the bat. Lang out to Evans. Fires down the middle, 24-10.
Talk about being in sync. Lang to Corinne Evans. She will come out. Izzy Barr will come in. Quam will come out. Jade Boyce will come in to play the right side.
Set point for the Auggies.
Izzy ran off 12 in a row against UMass Boston earlier today.
A diving dig by Jurdy. Evans gathers and then misses wide. Trying to place that one down the line on the far side.
Our fifth attack here in the match, hitting .276. And University of Dubuque, the Spartans hitting a minus .129.
Evans looking to make up for it. This time it's long. A third set point opportunity coming for the Auggies. That one's off the ceiling. Bump set from Barr, rolled over by Evans. Overpass, and the Auggies take care of it. Jade Boyson with the kill to finish off the set at 25-12.
This is Augie Game Day on Augie Game Central. Minnesota Coaches, the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. If you have travel needs for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more or to request a quote. Thank you to Minnesota Coaches. Do you know about the Bonnie's Pizza and Hot Hoagies? One, they are right across the street. Two, if you're an Augie student, faculty, or staff, you can ask for the 10% off your order Augie-matic discount. Three, they're a Twin City local and family-owned company with so many craveable food favorites and now craft beer on tap at the Bonnie's. Whether you're traveling for work or taking a vacation from it, the Cordia of Minneapolis downtown helps you put more play in your stay. From the gym and the pool to redesigned guest rooms and social lobby space, they've got you covered. Visit them at courtyardminneapolis.com/Augsburg. Make room for a little fun at the Courtyard. And Jason, what do the numbers say?
Well, the numbers firstly indicate that it was a dominant opening set for Augsburg. They hit 250 while Dubuque is at negative 130. 14 kills for the Auggies, just 3 for the Spartans.
Here's the stats from Kelly.
Augsburg well ahead in the digs department too, 20-11.
And the defense up front, 4 blocks. We've got a couple of aces. Nierengarten has 1. Jalen Rios has 1. 14 kills from 7 different players. Co has 4, Karina. And Jade Fullerton with 3. So the 2 middles keying the attack for the Auggies.
And the 4 blocks are particularly impressive. Augsburg averaging 2.5%.
And 3 of those are solo.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, Quam has 1. Co has 1. And is that Maddie? Yep. Or is that Jade? Yep, Jade Fullerton had 1 as well. So 25-12 in set number 1. And I'm guessing that Coach Gene Becker, it's been a long couple of days. This is the Auggies' 4th match in 30 hours. And we may get a chance to see a few more of our seldom used players and the new faces, the first-year players. Those first-year players include Shiana Keywell out of Irondale High School, mentioned Madeline Earp, and Caitlin Ogdahl out of Wilmer, Minnesota, the Cardinals, and Katie O'Rourke out of Irondale, and Angel Kang out of North St. Paul. Good polar program there for the Polars.
And a couple of those first years have seen a fair amount of run already this season. Kang playing 14 sets coming into today. And Ogdahl had appeared in 5 sets as well before today's contest.
We had the 1 tie, and that was a 2 apiece. Auggies took the lead and never looked back. The biggest lead, I believe I had 16 on my chart here. 16-point lead. Winning the set 25-12.
Yeah, they were a runaway semi-truck with nothing even close in the rearview mirror after a 7-0 run.
In Augie football earlier today, 36-26 over Ripon Cottage. Home opener against Concordia, Wisconsin, the Falcons next Saturday afternoon. Charlie Beatty and Alex Westhead will have the call of that. And we'll be doing the PA work at Edor Nelson Field on that one.
And hopefully the weather stays as nice as it has been to start this autumn Set number 2, here we go with Izzy Barr serving to start things off, and she opens it with the service ace. Leads the team in aces, 18 before today's contest.
You got 3 of those against Eau Claire yesterday.
The sophomore from River Falls places that one perfectly.
She was our player of the match in the win over UMass Boston. She had 21 assists.
And that was a smooth sailing victory for the Auggies. They didn't give up more than 12 points in an individual set. Here's Boyson, roll shot, tipped back to the Auggie side. Barr sets it up, down the line goes Nierengarden. Tipped across by Anderson, now Evans from the middle. Dug out by Dubuque, far side, Kara Wright into the middle. Great dig from Jurdy. Nierengarden with poise.
She saw that double block coming, just floated it over with a little changeup between the back row and the double block up front, and found a lot of floor. And Maddie picking up the point, her second kill of the match, 3-0.
Bump set with Dubuque out of system. They get the point anyway.
Kill off the left pin off the hands of Jane Boyson, and the Spartans are on the board. It'll be 1 serving 3.
With Hannah Horsfield serving. From the middle, it's Jurdy. Punched up, and it's another lift. 3 lifts called on Dubuque already. We're early in set 2. Auggies took the opening set 25-12. Jurdy teed up to serve. May have clipped the net there. Right hustling. And there was no way she was going to manage a decent attack from that spot. And now it's stuck under the scorer's table. How about this? We're not soccer players.
No.
We're not supposed to be able to
my
kick it out,
footwork
right?
is not that great.
5-1 Auggies. Nierengarden serves. Into the Auggie block. Evans bumps it up. Jurdy into the stuff. Riley Anderson with the block, a senior middle hitter for Dubuque.
And the Spartans picking up their second block. It'll be 2 serving 5. Back at the service line, Kara Wright out of Stockton, Illinois.
And Anderson is the team leader in blocks with more than 1%. Free ball for the Spartans. Messina with the set. Rios bumps it up. A swing from Jurdy. Messina with the back set this time. Hit across by Faraday. Barr. Near side for Jurdy. Cross court. And it's a kill. Kayla Jurdy staying busy in set 2. As mentioned previously, leads the team in kills, and she's second in digs with 3.2%.
She has 4 in the match already in digs.
A sophomore marketing major out of Afton.
Stillwater.
Tapped over by Fullerton. Messino back set for Faraday. Cross court, and there's a big hole there in the Augie defense.
One of the few seniors on this team for Dubuque. I believe they've got 4 seniors on the roster.
Strasser, the senior defensive specialist, as Fullerton hammers that one into the block. It may not have got over the tape.
No, she missed time to jump. And she has an attack here. And point for the Spartans. Are within 2, 4 serving 6.
Strasser, the lefty serving, leads the team in aces this year. Jurdy with a hefty swing, and the overdig goes out of bounds. That's really heady play from Jurdy on the near side to notice that that ball would go all the way out of play.
Yeah, Strasser from the back row sending it across, and Kayla just watched it sail out. Point for the Auggies. Barr comes on. Lang comes in. Evans comes out. Boyson comes out. Fullerton back in. Quam is back in.
Hintz with the far side attack. Fullerton up the middle, targeting the back corner. And she didn't get a touch. It was out of play. What are you looking for there, Tom?
That was in. Linesman called it out.
Nonetheless, Faraday serves for Dubuque now. Roll shot into the middle from Jurdy. A crafty attack. She was off balance, moving to her right. Not the prototypical attack stance, and went off speed with the roll shot. Augsburg up 8-5. Messino, far side, Hintz. And the Auggies can't track it down, spilling into the bleachers.
Yeah, Gracie Hintz, one of the freshmen on this squad for April Eisbert out of Cole College in her 11th year at Dubuque.
And as mentioned in the pregame, this program was consistently below 500 from 2007 to 2016 as Augsburg gets a kill from Megan Quam.
And off the hands of Dubuque, and Q has picked up kill number 3. August lead is 3-9-6 in the second set.
After that 2016 season, the complexion for Dubuque totally changed as they went 28-7 in 2017 and then won the American Rivers Conference Tournament last year. Lang, far side. Quam with the left-handed swing. Kara Wright almost jumps into the scorer's table.
But Quam will get credited for the kill. 2 in a row for Q. Senior out of Kenny and Wanamango.
I haven't seen any other Augsburg matches prior to tonight, but she's been really on point so far in this one as Shauna McAleer fires long.
Rio Svetly back at the line. Mentioned Tina Grace High School, the Eagles.
And they'll play that one off one of the banners in the rafters. Dubuque almost got a save from the 2010 Wrestling Team National Championship banner. But then they bumped it into the net. Because that would have sailed over our heads easily. Off the net. Strasser comes in to save it. Tapped over by Wright. And she finds the line. 13-7 in set 2. Augsburg took the opening set 25-12. McAleer serving, a junior from Goose Lake, Iowa, leading the team in hitting percentage, just a touch above .240. Evans hit into the block, rolls back onto the Auggie side.
Yeah, she hit it in the net.
Oh, into the net, actually.
Maddie tried to, or did she touch the net? Okay.
The official was signaling 4 touches, so it must not have got over.
Okay, they changed the score, and now it says 8-12 instead of 8-13.
They must just be ahead of us if it's 12-8.
There's Quam again off that right side. Kill number 5. And the Auggies 21st of the match. .13
now for Augsburg, leading by 5. Izzy Barr serves. Right up the middle, and she finds the donut. Another solid off-speed shot, this time from Wright. Entered second on the Dubuque squad in kills. Barr, quick set for Evans. Plenty of pace on that attack, but the Spartans keep it alive. Wright, another well-placed attack from the senior. Augsburg was dominant in set 1. Taking it 25-12, getting more of a test in set 2 from the Spartans. Messino down the near side. Evans tees this one up into the block. Bump set this time. Evans fires long.
And Dubuque closest they've been to the Auggies since the first set. And it's 2-0, and it's 11-13 timeout on the floor. Owned and operated by an Augsburg alumni, 360 Wawink is the parent company to several up-and-coming brands in the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNKIE, Booby, and Shack Shot. Looking for a great chapter, great team with great pay that is near campus. Learn more or apply online by visiting 360wawink.com. And Jimmy John's, the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located on the northwest corner of campus. This is across the street from the Gateway Center. They provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohn.com to view the menu and hours. That's Jimmy John's. 4 matches here on our broadcast schedule this weekend, and we'll be back as we open up conference play on Friday night, September 20th, against the defending conference champions, the Gusties of Gustavus. The preseason poll had St. Ben's as the conference favorite, Gustavus second, St. Thomas third, Augsburg fourth. Right now, the only team struggling is Gustavus. St. Thomas undefeated, St. Ben's 1 loss, Augsburg 1 loss. Green Evans is on the floor, and Cohen's their 5th kill. Lead is 3.
Perfectly executed slide attack off the set from Izzy Barr. Here comes Nierengarten. Messino, back set. Tough angle for Anderson. Barr outside. Jurdy with the swing, and it's in.
I think we got a makeup. There's a shot earlier that I thought was in and it was out, and that time that one was out and it got called in, so whatever.
Everything tends to even out in the end.
That's exactly.
That serves into the tape. 15-12 in set 2. Grace Hintz coming back in, replacing Hannah Horsfield, with Kara Wright getting ready to serve. First touch from Jurdy. Back set for Evans. Misses wide.
Not quite herself here in the second set. First set was so dominant. But that's her third error in about the last 4 attacks.
5 kills on the night for Evans. That one's tooled off the block.
Kayla Drunny with the point for the Auggies. That's number 5, and the Auggie lead is 3. And Galen Rios will come out. Jade Fullers will come in. That means Corinne Evans will rotate to that back row and do the serving from right to left.
Wright with the first touch. Outside for Hintz. And it's an Augie point.
4-hit Colon against the Spartans.
Augsburg looking to win their 7th consecutive match. They opened the season with a loss against Cal Lutheran, but they've won everything else. Tough angle for Faraday, and she misses wide left. Really cut into that attack from the middle of the court.
Dubuque trying to get that attack percentage above the line, but still hitting a -0.40.
On the slide, it's Anderson, and off the Augie block, it goes out of play. Augie's hitting .211.
Ronnie Andreessen, that's her 4th kill.
Strasser serves. Options for Barr, goes to Fullerton. Now right from the back row. And the Auggies saw that one was long. A couple more subs coming in for Augsburg.
Quammen lying in, that means Barr and Boyson out. Quam, Jurdy, and Fullerton up front. Izzy serving.
Messino outside. Into the tape goes Grace Hintz. The attack error makes it 20-14. Lexi Lang serving, the sophomore from Rochester Mayo, and that one is into the net. Lang and Boyson, both from Rochester Mayo High School, and both in their sophomore seasons.
Service error number 2 for the Auggies. That's been a sore point so far this weekend. Only thing bad we can say about our efforts.
Jurdy had the first touch, got into perfect rhythm, and then clobbered that one into the Spartan court.
Yeah, it was going to be long, but it was touched by 2 different Spartan players on the way out. So a point for Akila. And it's 21-15 Auggies by 6 here in the second set.
Cookie Shangya returns to action, serving for the Auggies. Tough set there. Free ball for Augsburg. Nierengarten into the middle. Messino tries the outside again and hints. And that looks like it's a double touch.
Yeah, Quam got called for 2 hits. Jalen Rios' pass a little bit low, and Q just trying to set it up. Went from one hand to the other.
Closer than the first set was, but Augsburg holds a significant advantage at 21-16. The Auggies took the opening set 25-12. Horsfield serves. Misfires wide.
Unofficially, that's her first service error here this evening.
That serve had some heat on it, but the ball was kind of knuckling back and forth and ended up outside the boundary. Rios serve. Messino outside for right. Off the block, a diving save made by the Auggies. Nierengarten rolls it into the middle. Right steps up. And Dubuque can't poke it over. Tough spot for Messino near the net. And now April Ellsburn will call timeout. Spending one, trailing 23-16 in set 2.
Take a trip down memory lane to Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms make for a great time. We always have our athletic department's Christmas party there. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. Jason Dorrell on the call here tonight. I'm riding shotgun. Tom Ritchie's upstairs on camera doing an awesome job. Don't forget, coming up here in about a half an hour, the pregame show, Charlie Beatty will get the scene set at the Auggies. The men's soccer team 2-0-1 on the season. They shut out Croner the other night 3-0. They'll take on UW Superior, one of the tougher teams out of the UMAC Conference. UMAC Conference volleyball, by the way, Northwestern is the preseason favorite there. They won it last year.
Back to action with Jalen Rios serving. Messino lobs it to the middle, and Wright hits it into the block. Evans has been a stone wall there.
Got a little help from Q, making Quam double block for the Auggies here. He is set point at 24-16. Rios to do the honors.
Here comes the senior. Messino, back set, tapped over, and a double contact. So the set not quite complete yet, 24-17, as Riley Anderson returns for the Spartans. McAleer serves. Set outside, down the line. Almost an overpass, and that does it for set 2.
Nierengarten, Maddie gets the point. And Maddie with her third kill. Auggies win. They set 25-17. Auggie Game Day on Auggie Game Central. Twin City Orthopedics proud to be the official sports medicine. Where am I on my sheet here? The official sports medicine provider. Lost my script here. They're the official sports medicine provider. Come on, Richie, for Augsburg Athletics. TCO offers orthopedic urgent care hours at 6 convenient locations across the metro, open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. Visit them at tcomn.com to find a location nearest you. Thank you, Mac. Auggies with 26 kills.
And they'll definitely take those numbers. 226 for a hitting percentage.
There's the man. Hey, Charlie.
Charlie Beatty getting ready for the soccer match.
Yep. Auggies, as you mentioned, 26 kills. Leading the way is Kayla Dritting. 5 for Quam, 5 for Cole, 3 for Nierengarten. Fullerton with 3, Jane Boyson with 2, 5 blocks, including 3 solos. And for Dubuque, just 10 kills. Their leading attacker is Roddy Andreessen. In the serving department, they have 1 ace, and they have a couple of double blocks. 25-12, 25-17 for the Auggies. Dubuque coming in undefeated into the Invitational, but have lost twice. And now 5-2 on the year.
Those losses coming against La Crosse and St. Thomas. And that's exactly why Augsburg holds this Invitational, to get everyone a challenge here, play a lot of competition over the course of 2 days, and prepare for the conference slate.
Well, this tournament, UW-Eau Claire came in ranked 4th in the country, but had lost a couple. Whitewater came in ranked 12th in the country. And St. Thomas and Augsburg also received votes to get in the top 20. And I think after the weekend, both Augsburg and St. Thomas probably deserve a little bit better ranking.
You'd think so.
In the D3. Emory College is the number 1 ranked team in the country right now in Division III volleyball. Mention the MIC UMAC Conference. I mentioned Northwestern, a preseason favorite there. Northern Sun Conference. Northern State of Aberdeen won it last year, and they're the preseason favorite. UMD, which shared the title last year. They finished second in the poll. Then came the perennial powers, Concordia St. Paul, and Southwest Minnesota out of Marshall. Picked to finish 4th in the Northern Sun. So those are our 3 conferences, D3 and D2 here in the state. D1, of course, our Golden Gophers right now struggling a little bit. Got smoked by Texas, the Longhorns, the other day.
And they finally get to play a home match.
The home opener at the Pavilion?
Tonight at 7 against Florida Gators.
Okay. The newly remodeled Pavilion with air conditioning.
Fan-friendly environment now.
Yes, it is.
Not that it wasn't before, but now you can take your hoodie off once you're inside.
No, I remember broadcasting many years ago, and they were sitting up in that second deck, the broadcast row, when it was 90 degrees in there and the humidity was at least 90. I'd lose 5 pounds of water weight climbing up and down those steps.
Pleasant conditions inside Cy Melby Hall, though, as we start off set number 3. Kara Wright blows it into the block. Nierengarten keeps it up. Bump set from Rios, and Nierengarten swings it over. A whistle against Dubuque.
2 hits.
All around, Augsburg has played a much cleaner match tonight. After getting the set finishing kill in set number 2, Nierengarten serves here. Right, cross court, places that one into the corner.
Kira picking up her 4th kill. It's 1-1. That's the first tie since the first set when Dubuque was up 2-0, then 2-2. August took the lead and never looked back. So an ace apiece right now, or what a piece.
Izzy Barr outside. Jurdy got a piece of the block. That swing is just outside the line. I was really unsure when that one hit the deck if it was going to be in or out.
And we got the call from the line judge right in front of us. Fullerton comes in, Rios comes out, Evans back at the line.
Roll shot into the middle, a diving Nierengarten saves it. Fullerton loads up and then nails it into the deck. A solid night for Jade Fullerton with 3 kills. Make it 4 now.
Yep.
Sophomore from Arden Hills.
It's the Mustangs at Mounds View.
Barr bumps it up. Boyson sets it. And Jurdy cleans it up.
Hammered it through the double block that the Spartans put up on that right pin. Kayla with the point. Auggies now leading 4-1. Kayla number 8 tonight.
The Auggies taking points even when they're out of system. Back set for the sliding Anderson.
And Krenek couldn't come up with it. Went right through her hands. She comes out for a rest. Rios comes back in. So it's Barr, Fullerton, and Boyce up front right now. With the Auggies 2 serving 4.
The lefty Strasser serves. Into the block goes Fullerton. McAleer with the rejection. Dubuque within 1 early in set 3. The Auggies took both of the first 2 sets, and there's a service error from Grace Strasser. Maybe got too cute with that one, despite being the team's leader in service aces. Lexi Lang into the contest and serving. Double touch. An ace for Lang. Lang's an exercise science major, wants to be an occupational therapist. Faraday has to adjust. Rios bump set to the middle for Lang. She'll roll it into the middle. Bump set to the near side. Fullerton got a piece of it at the net. She loads up again.
Jade
missed
scores.
long.
Missed long, but it was touched on the way out.
And now the officials change the call.
Yep, they appealed it, and the Auggies get the call. Should be 7-4 or 6-4.
More gets by the officials than gets by you. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yep, 7-3.
Hintz with that attack. Nierengarten puts her body on the deck to save it. Attack from the far side, cross court, dug out by Lang. Bump set for Jurdy, tipped into the back row. A dump on 2 from Dubuque, and now Megan Quam into the block, pushes it back up. Far side, Jurdy blows it off the block and out of play.
Unfortunately, went on the wrong side of the net. Did we get that point?
Yes, because it landed out of play. It did not land inside the boundary.
Yep, it was blocked, but it went out of bounds. Okay.
That one's outside.
The Auggies serve up a service error. Point for the Spartans of the University of Dubuque for serving 8. And they bring in a couple new players. There's Izzy Cleary out of Century High School out there in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Augsburg looking for their 3rd straight sets victory on the season. They've won 6 straight matches. To the middle and McAleer. Now Lang outside for Jurdy. Jurdy's on fire here. She's into double digits with 10 kills.
Had 16 against Eau Claire.
Not to mention 6 digs tonight, too.
She comes out to get a breather. Here's Cookie. 9-4 Auggies.
That attacks into the block, drops back down on the Dubuque side.
Well, the block hit the antenna, which is out of bounds, and the point goes to the Spartans. And with that, Kayla went to the bench for a deep breath or two, comes back in.
No rest for the weary.
Yeah, she almost plays. I think she's the only player we got that plays almost all the way around. Does come out when Cookie Shunya comes in to serve. There's a service error by the Spartans, 10-5.
The Auggies perfect at home in this Augie Invitational. trying to keep it that way. Kara Wright with a healthy cut. And the kill from the senior makes it 10-6. Wright has been one of their most reliable options. Granted, they're still hitting in the negative. A rare ace now for the Spartans.
Right at the feet of Jalen Rios. Tried to lay out, scrape it off the floor, just in front of her. And the Spartans are within 3.
The 6'2" McAleer serves down the far sideline this time. Lang for Quam, tips it over. Lang to Nierengarten this time. Bump set to the far side with Dubuque out of system, and they miss the back line.
Ooh, thank you. That one was in.
I thought it was out.
Okay. We agree to disagree.
It's a guessing game at this point, I guess. You got the glasses and I don't, so I have no claim here to being accurate. Izzy Barr serving.
And then it'll go in the book as an ace, unreturnable by the Spartans. And Izzy picks up her 3rd ace tonight. Yep.
9 assists, 2 digs as well. That one's into the net, though. Lexi Lang is actually leading the way in assists in this match with 16 for Augsburg. Of course, she and Barr have proven to both be more than capable at the setter position. Barr with the bump set over to Nierengarten. Now it's Boyson. Tipped off the block. Wright makes the adjustment and goes cross court. Back set for Boyson. Punches it up. The Auggies get it over on the 3rd touch. Bump set for Faraday into the block. It drops out of bounds though. Point for Dubuque. 12-9, Auggies lead in set 3. They took the first 2, 25-12 and 25-17. Barr lobs it for Nierengarten, punches into the middle. Big swing from Faraday, stuff. 4 touches.
Yep.
So it was into the tape again.
Yep. And now on the attack here, Auggies lead by 4. The Spartans hitting a minus 038. Auggies hitting about 212.
Faraday has to be one of the shorter outside hitters in this tournament, 5'8". Plenty of leaping ability, but it's simply harder to get it over the net if...
Nierengarten gives up a point on a service error. 10 serving 13. Back of the line is Kira Wright.
Boyson has to bump it over to Evans. Lobbed outside for Hintz to hit it over. Now Boyson set for
Taylor
Jurdy.
Yeah. Missed time to jump, put it in the net.
Caught it below her palm. And that hitting error makes it 13-11.
And a timeout on the floor called by Coach Shane Becker. And where was I on my reads here? Hey, Auggie fans, the Bonnie's Pizza and Hot Hoagies want you to stop by after the game and ask for their 10% Auggie discount when you show your Auggie ID. Legendary pizza, original hot hoagies, pasta, lasagna, my favorite, mac and cheese calzones, and more. What are you waiting for? Auggie Game Day on Auggie Game Central. Don't forget, we got soccer coming up later on tonight. Motor Court Tours bring together some of the finest groups of people in our communities. The capable and professional staff of drivers, travel planners, mechanics, and support personnel at Minnesota coaches know how to serve these groups as they travel to a variety of destinations locally and across the country while offering excellence in customer safety, service, and satisfaction. Visit www.minnesotacoaches.com today to request a quote. Minnesota Coaches, the official bus provider of Augie Athletics. Augie trying to make it a clean sweep today. I'm not sure how the golf teams did. You know, the men were up at, I believe up at Ham Lake. And the women are up in Sartell.
Wright serves as we rejoin the action. Evans with the hammer out of the break. A tremendous match from Evans. She has 6 kills now, 4 digs to boot. Hintz off the block, and it falls between Nierengarten and Evans.
All right, so by the way, I stand corrected. The men's golf team are up at Maple Plain Pioneer Creek Golf Course. The women's golf team is in Eau Claire. We're a weekend invitational.
So much going on, it could be hard to keep track of as Kayla Jurdy notches a kill.
In double figure to lead the Auggies, she has 11. Started the day, team leader in that department. And the switch at the center position, switch in the middle.
Lang into the contest, and Megan Quam as well. Hintz down the line. Great placement again from Grace Hintz. One of the few freshmen contributing for Dubuque. A reminder that this Spartan program is no joke. They've won 24 matches or more in each of the last 2 seasons. Took the American Rivers Conference tournament last season and thus made the NCAAs. Lang, quick set up the middle for Jurdy.
She has just been unbelievable today. This time, she went right down the middle. She normally is on the left side or the opposite side. That time, she played the middle and got her 12th kill.
The stamina of Jurdy to keep going on what has been a long weekend with 4 matches in 2 days.
That's a carry, yep. The push across the net and carry called against University of Dubuque. The Auggie lead is 3. Of course, she had 4, 17, serving 13. Yeah, we went past the hour mark, by the way, Jason.
I was going to note that as you were wrapping up the last set of spots.
2-8 call for the Spartans and another timeout call.
It's hard to move along faster than a set that went 25-10, 25-12, 25-8. You're setting a high bar.
Corner Bar is a proud sponsor of Augsburg Athletics, located in the historic Seven Corners area. Corner Bar, the perfect place for great food, outstanding pizza, and the almost world-famous chili wings. Tons of screens to watch the Vikings tomorrow afternoon, so you won't miss a second of the action. Visit thecorner.bar for more information on the Corner Bar. For updates and information on all Augsburg University sports, check out our athletic website at athletics.augsburg.edu. Updated constantly with all the information on 22 Auggie Varsity Sports. It's your online home for Auggie Athletics. If it's happening in Augsburg Sports, it's online at athletics.augsburg.edu. Go for football tonight out on the West Coast, Fresno State. And that's a late start, 9:30 I believe, Central Time, 7:30 out on the West Coast. Fresno State lost their first game. Gophers, of course, beat South Dakota State.
Cookie with an ace out of the timeout. An exhilarating moment for these Auggies. 6 points away from a straight sets victory, and the following serve is into the net. The Auggies have qualified for the MIAC playoffs in 5 of the last 7 seasons, and surely they feel confident about their ability to do that again this season, given how they've played to start the year. They've taken 6 of their first 7 matches and close to moving to 7-1 now. Lang with the back set. And it's blocked out of play. Quam hit it into the hands of Kara Wright.
And for Q, making Quam, that'll be her 6th kill of the match. Evans back into play in the middle. That means Jade Fullerton setting down.
Rios with the serve, and it's an ace. The bottom dropped out at the last second, and Hannah Horsfield couldn't get to it.
Auggies now with 7 aces in this set, or in this match, I should say.
That one's handled by Strasser. Dug out by Jurdy in the back row. Nierengarten off the block. Right. Hammered into the arms of Jurdy again. Here comes Quam. Tipped by the block. Rolled over the Augie block this time. Nierengarten again. Off-speed shot. Right steps up. Now she'll swing. Off the ceiling, and now Evans bumps it over. Free ball for Dubuque. A long rally late in set 3. Lang pushes it up. Nierengarten far side. And that will finish it off. Nierengarten with the kill, closing that rally.
And my vote for our post-match guest, I think, I want to talk about the defense. And with that, maybe let's talk with Jalen Rios, the libero.
There are so many options, but
yeah, I know.
Seems like a good choice to me.
And
Rios.
And then she puts one in the net out of service here.
Jinxed her.
Yep. Took the wind out of my sails. 15 serving 22.
McAleer just barely over the tape. Back set from Lang for Quam. Hit right back into her arms. Tough angle for the free ball, but the Augies are able to get it across. Now right with a healthy swing. Another chance for Dubuque, stuffed by Evans, rejecting Anderson at the net. Evans staying so alert, even with the ball pinballing all over the place.
Augies with their 5th block, and that was Corinne Evans. Cool.
Timeout Dubuque.
There are a lot of choices we could, but we've already talked to Keena Jurdy, and we've already talked to Izzy Barn. We've already talked to Corinne Evans, so I'm trying to find a new face. You mentioned it is so well balanced. Jade Fullerton has 5 kills. Maddie has 4, and Megan Quam has 7. And the 2 setters, Lexi and Izzy. Izzy has 11 assists. Lexi Lang has 19 assists. Jalen Rios with a dozen digs in that back row. So who do you pick? Such a talented team. And
the depth is there. And lots of weapons.
And what is so cool, we have 3 seniors, 2 that play regularly, Quam and Jalen Rios. Emma Erie, our senior co-captain from Wasabi East High School up in Bawabik, our 3rd senior.
And Katie O'Rourke is coming in for the final points. A first year from New Brighton who went to Irondale High School. O'Rourke serves. Bump set from Strasser. Lang outside for Nierengarten. Lexi Lang on the spot with the swing.
I think that sealed it. I changed my bullet. Let's get the other setter. We talked to Izzy. How about Lexi? Here is match point for the Augies.
With the freshman O'Rourke serving. Bumped up by Rios. Evans on the slide. Right attacking. And that will do it. The Augies shut the door, winning set 3, 25-15. They hold Dubuque to no more than 17 points in any individual set, and they get a straight set sweep here to close out the Augsburg Invitational.
And the Augies are now 7-1 on the season, and they led all the way. And in the match, hitting .242. They had 37 kills. And in the serving department, they had 8 aces. Leading the way is Kayla Drudy with 12. And for Dubuque, they lose for the third time, all three of the losses here in the Augie Invite. And going to try to get the attention. Why don't you keep it going, and
Okay.
I'm going to try to track down Lexi.
Tom, as always, doing the heavy lifting for us here at TJ Broadcast Services. As the Auggies move to 7-1 on the season. They lost the season opener against Cal Lutheran, but they've been perfect since, and they have 3 straight sets victories as well. 3 wins over ranked opponents, too. They beat Claremont Mud Scripps during that trip to L.A. before victories against Wisconsin Whitewater and Wisconsin Eau Claire this weekend in the Augie Invitational. Dubuque, on the other side, falls to 6-3, and we talked about it all night. An excellent program that came here to Minneapolis for this tournament, and Augsburg was still able to take care of them in 3 sets. Augsburg hits 234 in this match. 36 kills to 17 for Dubuque. 8 service aces as well as Augsburg cruise in straight sets. Lexi Lang going to join us here post-game. Lexi, congrats on the victory in this one as well as 4 straight wins this weekend. Oh, now we got the mic turned up. How about that? So in this match, you start out with a 7-0 run. How did that set the tone for you guys going forward?
I think it just we played 2 5 sets yesterday, and then we played a game today, and we needed to come out hard. We needed to start that game off, so I think it really set the tone that we were going to do that to start off.
And you and Izzy obviously have been trading off in that setter position so far this year. How's the relationship between you two developed?
It's awesome. We love that role that we have together.
How's the coordination with your outside hitters going? Obviously at 7-1, something's clicking.
Yeah, I think that we just talk to each other. We communicate really well, and I think that our outside hitters are amazing. They get the balls that we don't set perfectly, and yeah, we're lucky.
What can you take from this match as well as this weekend as you move forward?
I think that we can take that if we get down in a hole or a rut or something, we can come back and push through everything.
Are you in need of a break or a breather at this point, or it seemed like the team still had plenty of energy celebrating on the court after that one?
Yeah, no, I think we're ready to roll. I take a few days to rest, and then we're ready for our tournament next weekend again.
All right. Thank you, Lexi. Congrats on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy the celebration.
Thank you.
That's sophomore setter Lexi Lang. After a straight sets victory for Augsburg, Tom hops back on the mic. And
Yeah, Lexi,
what are your final thoughts there?
Yeah, 1 kill for Lexi, and she had 19 assists. She had a service ace, and she also had 6 dinks. So she played a great part in the defense. I think it was a methodical win for the Auggies. Nothing special, but I think, as I mentioned, it was keyed by the defense. Jalen Rios and Keela Jurdy in that back row in the setting of Izzy and Lexi. And we, of course, have that great power at the net. We have so many options with Quam and Boyson and Fullerton and Evans and Nierengarden and Keela Jurdy. But the setters and the defense, I think, keyed this one tonight.
An all-around strong effort for the Auggies. And once they unleash, like you said, the setters, the outsides, the defense, and put everything together, this will be a force to be reckoned with in MIAC play. I'm sure you can already circle the matchup with St. Thomas as they're undefeated so far.
That comes in October. In fact, Tank Pham, the head coach of St. Thomas, he was walking out of the building. He says, "We'll see you in October. Should be a good one."
Yeah.
And the St. Thomas went through the tournament 4-0. The Auggies went through the tournament 4-0. Whitewater went 3-1. Eau Claire went 2-1. But the Auggies and St. Thomas co-champions. And we'll probably find out tomorrow the all-tournament team. But the Auggies, I think, have plenty of candidates for the 8 members of that team as well. Next action for the volleyball team. On Thursday, they travel down to Decorah to take on Luther College. And then next weekend, a 4-team tournament down in Dubuque. Dubuque, La Crosse, Loris, and the Auggies will play matches over a couple of days. Our next broadcast of Augie Volleyball, Friday night, conference opener, September 20th, against the defending conference champions, the Gusties. That should be a fun one.
Indeed. The Gusties, as we noted earlier, started the season 4-3, but they're always good, and that should be a fun one.
All right, and this long day of broadcast continues, and switch it over to Channel 1. You'll find the link on the Augie game site, as it'll be Augsburg and UW Superior in soccer here in about 15 minutes. So, been a good day. Football team won 36-26. The Auggies win a couple of wins in volleyball, and hopefully the men's soccer team 2-1 and 2-0-1 on the season can make it a clean sweep here today.
That would be a perfect weekend, just about. All we could ask for.
This broadcast, courtesy of Twin City Orthopedics, Adidas, Big Athletics, Devani's Pizza, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Jimmy John's, 360 Wow Incorporated, Memory Lanes, the Corner Bar Courtyard, Marriott, Minneapolis. So volleyball on the 20th, football next Saturday against Concordia, Wisconsin. And with that, going to say thanks to Don Sohn, of course, our SID, Kelly Anderson, Dirks, Ashley Holmes, Mackenzie Molnar, and, of course, the incomparable Silver Fox, Tom Ritchie upstairs on camera. And for Jason Dodo, I'm Tom Wirchin from Ernie Anderson Courtside, Melby Hall. Good night, everybody. We'll talk again.